A few years ago, we got married. That was more than a few years ago. That was back in 1995, soon to be 18 years of marriage. After school, we moved to Texas and we started making films.
And a few years ago, we made a wonderful family film called Angel Dog. And then we followed that up with a movie that is called My Dog, the Champion. And now we're doing Dreaming of the Majors, and we're hoping to get started shooting in the spring of 2014.
When making our film Angel Dog, it was a special film for us because it was our first family film. And we made several films before that, and we decided one day that we were going to make films that our entire family could watch.
As storytellers, the story for Angel Dog, what we really wanted to say was that even when you're down, you don't give up. It's about a man who lost everything, and you see him building back up from that, and it's a dog that comes in and helps him. And those are the stories that have always interested me and intrigued me. I like stories about people overcoming the odds. I like to root for the underdog. And so we did another story similar to that with our next movie after Angel Dog. My Dog, the Champion is the story of a city girl who goes to spend the summer with her grandfather on his ranch. And while she's there, it's kind of what we did was we took this girl out of her comfort zone. We took her away from her iPhone, iPad, technology, all of the things that she thought were the most important things in her life. And then she's just out here on this ranch. There's nothing but her grandpa and a dog and some horses and cattle. But she really learns who she is.
The really cool, important thing is that the relationship between her grandfather and her, it strips everything away and it gets down to real family discussions and the heart of what family is all about.
It's about real conversations, real connections, not letting things get in the way. And she also meets a dog there who is kind of a broken down cattle dog, and she ends up training him to become a champion. And so it's just, again, we wanted to say that you can't judge a book by its cover, that you shouldn't underestimate someone's potential. And it's just about determination and showing what you can do.
So that brings us to our next film that we're doing with Lefty O'Neill, titled Dreaming of the Majors. And this film is basically his life story.
It's about someone he's trying to figure out this path in life, and he thinks he's destined for one path and he finds himself on another one. But even through it all, he persists, he never gives up on his dreams, and he ends up playing professional baseball. What drew us into Lefty's story is just that it's a story of faith, and it's a story of determination. There's this power in sports, and I always loved particularly sports movies growing up, like Rudy and Remember the Titans and Soul Surfer. Movies where you do get to root for the underdog, where sports encourage people to cross boundaries. There's no races when you're on a team, and that's what this movie is about. He crosses the racial barriers and plays on a Negro team, but on that team they're brothers. They're teammates, and before he pitches, he prays that they will see him as a ball player and not just a white guy up on the mound. And it's through his faith and his determination that he doesn't give up, and he goes for his dreams even in the place where he least expected them to come true.